What's going on, everybody? This is J, and this is episode 2 of Stoner Chef. We're going to make some chicken parmesan, and we're going to use my grandmother's recipe for the sauce. So yes, let's get into it. Alright, first what we're going to do is we're going to add a little cooking oil to the pot. Just enough to cover the bottom of the pot, you know. And then we're going to turn the stove on. Let that heat up. Put it on low. And then we're going to cut this onion, white onion. Cut off that part. Cut off the top. Now, mind you, I never said I was a master chef. I'm a stoner chef. So I am not a master. I do not, I don't peel an onion any particular way, but that's the way I learned online. Cut off the bottom, cut off the top, peel it around, and then you just got this. You're left with just a skinless onion, which is what you need. So then you let your oil heat up in the pot. Let it go for a minute. I hope you guys are ready. My grandmother's sauce is awesome. It should be world famous if you ask me. But, that's just me. If I could, I would package up this sauce and mail it to everybody who watches this video. That way you could all try it. And that way you could see what I'm talking about. But anyways, so once the oil's heated up, drop that onion in there. Turn the heat on low. Drop that onion in there. Now, you could use little cloves of garlic if you want. But I like using this freeze-dried garlic here. You don't have to use too much of it. And, you know what I mean? It lasts for forever since it's freeze-dried. So, I just sprinkle a little in. And then you just let that heat up, and you're going to stir it around a little bit. Let the onion juices and the garlic juices cook into the oil, Oh, you heard that? Ooh, sizzling. Yeah, you want to, turn the onion around, that way it doesn't burn. Whoa, what's happening here? I hear sirens. I don't think they're coming for me. I'll offer them some of this sauce, though. Maybe they'll let me go. So, alright. We'll be back in a couple minutes, and I'll show you how this sauce is created. I'm just going to let the onion cook in there and the garlic cook in there for a few minutes on low. Probably like 5-10 minutes. And I'll be right back. I'm a terrible host, by the way. You should cook it on low for about 5 minutes or so if you're going to do this on your own. Maybe 10 minutes, depending. Just get it, all nice. You know what I mean? Get everything blended around in there. Keep stirring that onion around. Make sure it doesn't burn. Same with the garlic. You don't want burnt taste in there. That's gross. So yeah. Let that go for about 5 or 10 minutes, and we'll be back, folks. Alright, and we're back. So once the onion cooks into the oil with the garlic, you empty that out into a bowl. And next, we use Contadina sauce. 129-ounce can, right? Depending on how big of a thing you want. How big of a, what would it be, batch of sauce or whatever you want. But for me, I'm only one human being, so this sauce will last a really long, not a really long time, but I'll end up being able to freeze a bunch. So. But yeah, so it makes a decent amount of sauce. So we're just going to get the sauce, we're just going to dump it in there. get as much of the sauce as you can out as possible. Alright, so then we get 2 6-ounce cans of Contadina paste. 12 ounces of paste total, 2 6-ounce cans. I hate when can openers don't want to work when they're supposed to. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I fucking hate it. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. So you just get your paste and you scoop it out. I mean, you could get one of the bigger cans of paste. I just had 2 little cans because normally I'll make half this amount for myself because I am only one person. But I figured for this episode, make the whole batch that the recipe calls for, and I'll just be able to freeze some or a bunch and save it for later. Yeah. And then another can of paste. If I ever opened up an Italian restaurant, this is exactly the sauce I would use on just about everything. Chicken parm, spaghetti, meatballs, which we're also going to make in this video, meatballs. So, yeah, this fucking can opener, dude. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like, it just doesn't want to work. And of course, it doesn't want to work as I'm recording. Because it knows I'm too lazy to edit it out. So it's just going to be in there, and I'm going to look like a damn fool. Whatever. Then you get your other can of paste. Scoop that shizzle out. A lot of you might be asking, well, how come you're not using fresh tomatoes, RJ? And, fresh tomatoes and making fresh paste. And the reason is simple. I don't. Like, I just don't do that. And, I'm sure it's delicious. But this is what my grandmother's recipe calls for. And this is what I've eaten since I was a child at Sunday dinner. Alright? I've given this sauce to quite a few people, and they've all enjoyed it. So, this is probably the second best thing to fresh made sauce. You know? That's what I'm saying. So then, you take your big can of sauce that, is empty, and you fill it up with hot water. And what I do is I'm filling it up is I mix it, like I turn the can around under the faucet just to get as much of the sauce out as possible. And then you're going to get a little whisk, and you're just going to whisk up the paste and the sauce and the water until the paste is completely, not in lumps. And the hot water, when you put the water in the can, hot water helps the paste loosen up and thin out quicker than cold water. So, sure, a lot of you already knew that, but, just in case. Just in case. So you just stir that around real good. Make sure you get it all nice. Check the whisk, Make sure there's nothing lumpy sticking to it you don't feel. Be careful, don't splash stuff around. Make sure you don't feel any lumps. Alright, so that's good. So then what we're going to do is we're just going to turn it on low. Or like a medium low, you know, like a medium low. And we're just going to let that heat up. You know what I mean? I hope everybody's enjoying their days. Put this shitty ass can opener away. Fuck you. Ah, yes. I get excited. I love making this sauce. It's so good. So what we're going to do is we're going to warm up the sauce, let that go, and then we're going to make the meatballs, and then we're going to get the chicken going, and it's going to be a real good time. So, yeah. While the sauce is heating up, you know, you could put on a little podcast like I'm about to do. You know, hang out, you just let that warm up. I'm really excited for this cooking show. I really have some decent ideas in my mind. I got this Snoop Dogg cookbook. From Crook to Cook. I'm going to look through it and I'm going to pull out like one recipe a week, I think. And I'm just going to make it and, you know, see how it is. So it'll be like a little food review too, you know. So that'll be cool. Put out some tubes. You know? Snoop Dogg. All right. That's getting warm. Once it starts simmering, we're going to add a little baking soda. Get rid of the extra acidity. You know what I mean? I don't know if there's any other ways to do that. I've just always done it with baking soda. Baking soda. Da, da, da. Hey, 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 hey. Da, da. It's about to go wild, creeping and crawling. Yes, y'all, yeah, Snoop Doggy Dogg in the motherfucking house like every day. Ah, I love this sauce. I really do. It's so good. Alright, it's starting to bubble. So in about 1 more minute, we're going to be able to add the baking soda. Snoop Doggy, who doggy, what doggy dog? Bow wow wow yippee yo. Bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay. Bow wow wow yippee yo yo yo. Now just throw your hands in the motherfucking air and wave the motherfuckers like you just don't care. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's about to go. You know, I used to go over my grandmother's house just about every Sunday to have Sunday dinner. And man, now, you know, she's passed away. So every time I cook this sauce, it just reminds me of like that good shit. And I got Italian bread over there. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Grandma. You know, your recipe is going on motherfucking YouTube, so it could be famous, hopefully. I hope this gets 1,000,000 views for you, Grandma. Because everybody needs this sauce in their lives. Alright, so that's boiling a little bit there. So you just sprinkle in, you know, like a couple pinches of baking soda. Not a crazy amount, but just like, you want to get like a nice little like coating over the top of the sauce. You know what I mean? And then what that's going to do is it's going to foam. And I'm going to show you the foam because you're going to have to skim off that foam because that's all the bad shit. You know, you're just going to notice that it's going to look like it. It just takes like a minute, you know. Scoopy dog. Nasty dog, doggy dog. Alright, so you see how it's like icky? You know what I mean? Do you see that? It just looks a little gross. You know what I mean? So you're just going to skim off that top part. Sorry, fixing my camera stand. I'm only one guy doing this whole thing. So yeah, you're going to do that, and then you're just going to, let me get a different spoon to skim. So then you're just going to go through, I usually try to scoop, you know, skim all of it to one side of the pot and then just get it out from there. And if you notice, I just kept the bowl with the onion and the garlic to the side, and I'm using the same bowl because I'm a stoner and hate dishes, right? So I'm efficient as well. It's all about efficiency and excellence. You know? Maybe that'll be my motto for this show. Efficiency and excellence. Nah, that won't be it. I'm just kidding. All right. Just double check, make sure you got all that, you know, foamy stuff out. Okay, so that part's done. So then you can start adding your herbs and spices. So then the recipe doesn't call for it, but I just add a little dash of my own garlic powder. Just a little, boop, like not much, just boop, you know what I mean? A little boop. And then, now, this recipe was never written down, okay? My sister got it off of my aunt, who had to, like, think about how much she put in, because she always just did it by hand. So, oh, I love this song. So, it calls for 2 teaspoons of parsley per 29-ounce can, which is what we used. So I'm not going to do that. I just sprinkle it. Until my grandmother says it's okay, and she told me to stop. So I stopped. And then a tablespoon basil. But again, I'm not going to measure it. I'm just going to do it until my grandmother tells me to stop. Good. All right. So that's that. And then you just add some salt. The recipe says salt and pepper to taste. So that's literally what it says. So I just, once again, man, I just, coming out the mud, only way I know. Came up dealing drugs, only way I know. Alright. So, yeah, salt and pepper to taste. You're going to want to stir that around in there. Get it nice and stirred. And then I'll add a little extra onion powder too. Just a smidge. Boop. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy, you know. Now my daughters never have to go through that. Never have to play with traps. I've sacrificed it, all of that. Driving out the mud, only way I know. Alright, so that's all stirred around. You're just going to obviously let the sauce simmer. So, we will be back in a few moments to make the meatballs. And we'll put those in there and then we'll get the chicken started. Alright, we'll be right back. Welcome back. We're going to get ready to make the meatballs, guys. Hell fucking yeah. So first, I just get this meatball mix from my local supermarket. It says to add the whole mix for 2 pounds of ground beef. But like I said, I'm only one guy, so I cut it in half, because, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, this is Stoner Chef, not Master Chef. What the fuck? I can never open this shit. Hold on. Scissors. Everything wants to fail me today, guys. Everything wants to fail me today. So, I just dump in about half the bag. Like I said, this is Stoner Chef, not Master Chef. I do want to look up my own meatball mix. But for now, I just use my local supermarkets. 1 egg. Yeah, it's a brown egg. I'm fucking classy. I'm just kidding. I don't think if you use white eggs, you're not classy. And then you get your 1 pound of ground beef. Boop. Dump that in there. Then half cup water. Then you just mix that shit around. Oh, some Shonda Paul. Just give me the light, Shonda Paul. Just give me the light and pass the draw. And I got to know which one is gonna catch my flow. And then you just mix this around really, really well. You know, get it all mixed up real nice. Well, and then how we're gonna cook them? We're just gonna put them right in the pot of sauce. Fuck frying them and fuck baking them. We're gonna put them right in the sauce. We're gonna let the fat from the beef and all those flavors mix together. So then you just make your meatball. Plop it right in the sauce. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. You know what I mean? Boop, right in the sauce. Like you're dropping a fucking bomb of savory goodness into a town of starving children. You know? Like the bomb's not going to hurt anybody, but when it explodes, it's just going to be like awesomeness everywhere. That's what these meatballs going in the sauce are like. Saying, you know what I mean? It's a good Italian dish we're doing today. I'm 25% Italian. I'm Italian, Polish, Welsh, and Russian. But my mom is Polish and Russian. But I don't really know how to make much Polish food. Like I said, I'm not a master chef. You know, I'm just a stoner chef. You know what I mean? Alright. Excuse me while I wash my hands. Since I am only one guy, I cannot touch the camera right now. So, yeah. Give me one moment, folks. Wash your hands good. You just got them filthy in there. You got in there deep. Get your fingernails. Do this motion like you're scratching your palms lightly. Get underneath your fingernails. Good hygiene, especially during this pandemic. All right. So, I'm going to show you guys quick. See, the meatballs are in there. Just cover them up with sauce. You know what I mean? And you're going to let that cook for a little while. You know? Look at how fucking good that looks. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. We're Randy Martian today, boys. And gals. We're Randy Martian today. If you don't understand that reference, go look up the South Park episode, Cream Fraiche. It is amazing. One of the best episodes ever. Yes, I'm still talking as I'm adjusting the camera, because I don't give a shit. I'm only one guy. Alright? So you should be giving me some respect right now. Like, yo, this guy, he's only one dude doing all this stuff, making sure everything looks as good as it could for us, you know? And, yeah, so... But anyways, the episode of South Park with Cream Fraiche, Randy Marsh becomes like a celebrity chef, basically. And, for, like, Stan's school. And he, you know, it's just great. And the way he treats food is fucking awesome. And that's where I came up with the phrase Randy Martian. It means this looks so good that I'm just like about to, like, it's almost orgasmic how good this shit is gonna be. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So, alright, we're gonna let that go for a minute. And, Well, not a minute, but you know, I'll be back to get the chicken started with y'all. All right. Be back soon.
About to bubble, baby. About to bubble, baby. About to bubble, baby.
All right, and we're back. So I already got my egg here and my breadcrumbs. Just gonna get my chicken breast. Throw that in there. Get it nice and eggy. You know? Nice and eggy. Then once it's nice and eggy, bang, right into the breadcrumbs. Press it down. Bang. Get it nice and covered with breadcrumbs. You know? Get it in the cracks and crevices. Get in there. You know what I mean? This is your time to shine. Get in that shit. All right. Good. Bang. I'm going to put it on my baking sheet. Once again, excuse me while I wash my hands. Oh man, I hope everybody's enjoying themselves with these episodes. You know, I understand it's not like the best quality and all this shit, you know, but like I'm just one guy. I'm just one stoner chef. You know what I mean? I don't have a studio. I'm just in my own kitchen. You know what I mean? Just fucking cooking food, hanging out, you know? So, alright. So it's on the baking pan, right? Reynolds non-stick tinfoil is the shit. Even the generic kinds are awesome if you could find them. I highly recommend them. So we're going to pop this bad boy in the oven at 350 degrees. We're going to set my timer for 15 minutes. I'm going to put it in there for a half hour, but I'm going to flip it after 15 minutes. All right. So, yeah, we're going to be back soon, and we're going to add the sauce to the chicken, and we're going to make it a chicken parmesan, and we're going to get the spaghetti going soon. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining me. It's going to be wonderful. Yeah, I almost fell over. Love this song. About to put the noodles in the pot. Fucking boil them bitches. Be right back. Yeah, got them noodles in there. Fuck yeah. Yes. Things are coming along nicely. Yes. Noodles boiling. Sauce and meatballs simmering. RJ jamming, man. Fuck yeah. Alright, oh shit. Sorry about that, guys. Alright. So I'm about to take the chicken out of the oven. It's been in there for 30 minutes. I'm going to check the temperature, make sure if it's not at least fully cooked, that it's close to fully cooked. I understand I'm going to put it back into the oven with the sauce, but, you know, you don't want to do it when it's just, you know, not cooked all the way through, or not even close, you know what I mean? So I'm just checking the temp. Because like I said, at least if it's close to being done, like 5 degrees, 10 degrees, it'll cook in the oven for a few more minutes. So it should be done by then. But this seems to be fully done. So that's good. So what we're going to do now, we're going to get our spoon, and we're going to get a little casserole dish. Yeah, how cute is that? My mom left it when she moved to Florida. Thanks, Mom. We're going to get some of the sauce. We're just going to put it in the bottom. Of the casserole dish. Get it nice, you know, nice even coating. Then we're going to get our chicken. Get the chicken and put it on top of that nice even layer of sauce. Like so. Then we're going to get more sauce and put it on top of the chicken. DJ, please. Oh, I love this song. Missy Elliott, work it. All right. Now that that's nice and covered with sauce, could you see? I'll pan the camera down. See? It's nice and covered with sauce. Just gonna add, oh shit, dropping stuff. Just gonna add the cheese. Thank goodness it wasn't opened already. Just gonna get some cheese on there. Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I love cheese. This is just an Italian style blend, you know, packaged from a grocery store. I don't have my own cows or anything. And then we're just going to pop this back in the oven for really not too long at all, just about 5 minutes. So we'll be back soon, and I'll show you the completely finished product with the bread and all. Yeah, it's going to look delicious. Hold on, my camera's about to fall. It's going to look delicious. I hope you guys are ready. Yes. Be back soon. Oh, hell yeah. Look at that. Chicken parmesan with some parmesan cheese on top. Meatballs, spaghetti. Oh, Italian bread. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Stoner Chef. Thank you, Grandma, for the sauce. Let's get this 1 million views for Grandma. Rest in peace. This sauce is the best in the world. Fight me. I don't care. So yeah, write down what I said in the recipe and try it for yourself. You know. Until next time, folks. Thank you for joining me. Peace. Thank you.